find yourself in a family with one income stream, it's very dangerous, and then you may not know how you survive it with one income. All family working from one place, and then they are all getting money from this one particular person. And I think one particular thing from one particular person. I know it's very dangerous and sad. Someone who is a very melancholic to hear stories like that. In family of about 10, 15, they are all dependent on one income stream. It's really sad. You may not know how you
Things
go
will
about things.
turn.
You know how things will turn.
Some jobs can collapse at the same
Always
time.
creating the families. Bringing notifications, who to rely on, who to provide and who not to provide, who to give, who not to give, who to cater for them, who not to cater for them. Always there's always notifications, always people, engaging in any brawls. But with this podcast, we're trying to digest and then deduce the cause and then find solutions to it. So I'm in the studio with my brother Griff Gray. I'm Gray. He's Griff. This is Griph Gray Podcast. So this topic we've entitled it "How or Why One Stream of Income in a Family is Very Dangerous." It's very detrimental. Somebody will say it's very detrimental to your health. Sometimes when you don't have money, it's very detrimental to your health because when you don't have money, your health declines. What if you are sick and then you have been sent to the infirmary? How will you cater for yourself? How will somebody pay for your, hospital tuitions? This all comes with, the topic discussion for today, and it is how one stream of income is very dangerous. So, bro,
Yeah, bro.
this story is very bizarre and then weird. Sometimes we look into some family. One particular person. Offers all the needs.
Yeah. We'll see him.
No improvement. Always dependency ratio is always moving high. One person when you try to do everything for everybody,
Yeah, you become
your hand slips.
You become exhausted.
Yeah.
And in Ghana, in most of our homes, especially growing up in an environment where there's little opportunities, the idea is that when you secure a job that pays you salary, let's say you are earning monthly, someone is paying you, so you do a 9 to 5. Okay. When you are done and you get that, that's all. Initially, when you are a lonely man, when it's you and only you don't have a wife, you don't have kids, you are not paying fees, maybe you are renting a single room, you may seem okay. It may be sufficient for you. But here is the case: as you are growing, you have to start thinking about others. You will marry a lady, bring her to your home, and you are going to be the person to take care of the lady. You may have 1 or 2 kids. For some people who don't do family planning, because in Ghana, the issue of family planning, people have a lot of myths concerning family planning, and so will not opt to do a family planning and may give birth to 5 children. And also, the saddest part of it is that they are all relying on only the man to provide for the family. The wife may not be working, and even if the wife is working, she may not be earning much. And so it's like the man's job, if he's working 9 to 5, like he's employed and on salary, that's what he does. But one thing you have to notice that as your children are growing, okay, that money will not be sufficient again. And in Ghana, hardly do they increase the salary of workers. Meanwhile, every time inflation is on the rise. Even aside that, if you have not had a family yet and you are depending on one stream of income, you may not be able to live the life as you want it. You wouldn't be able to afford. I am not saying live lavish lives or live in luxury, but you should be okay, and you may not be able to. Take government workers, for instance. And people believe that government workers earn much. Meanwhile, that's a total lie. Government workers, I will always say emphatically that they are the people who are impoverished in the nation. They are people who don't earn nothing. What they earn is just meager payment to put meager meals on their tables. Do you get it?
And that is why I don't try to cut you off. That is why, I mean, right now you see a government worker earning 3,000 cities. That is the gross salary. So at the end of the month, the deductions and everything, maybe he or she will take away with maybe 2.5, 2K, or maybe 1.9. So, salaries like this, everybody is depending on this salary.
Yeah.
1.9, 2K, about a family of six, you're
No,
depending
no,
on
no family
2,000.
planning.
No family planning. All other people are just
Reading
surviving
like
on this.
that.
I mean, um, this salary. You can see that you yourself, you may tear apart. You may see yourself that something is, I mean, really, I mean, hurting
Draining
you.
you,
So
yeah.
something is draining you. You'll be like, I mean, you'll be wallowing in the pool of blood. Meanwhile, you are still alive. Nothing is catching you, but you may see yourself to be bleeding.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So the 2K, 1.9K. So this person, when we employ them, they are very hungry. They are very famished. So when they come to office like this, all what they are trying to do is just to find things to steal.
Yeah, they are quattering.
You see, that is why nowadays, companies, I mean, CEOs and all that, they try to complain that anytime they employ Ghanaians, they steal them. But the question is, how much do you pay them?
So I don't want to cut you short, but I believe in the theories of motivation. Okay, I always say that when you employ someone, you need to try as much as possible to pay the person what the person is due, an equitable salary. Because if you pay the person a meager salary, that person will be tempted to steal from you. Because at the end of the day, remember that a hungry man is an angry man. And someone who is hungry, you say, the person has to eat, has to rent, has to bath. And in some professions, when you are always interacting with people, you need to smell good. See
Yes,
the
it
cost
all
of
counts.
deodorant.
So it's all in the 2,000 or the 1,500,
Yeah,
10,000 the person is
yeah.
getting. So with this, I really don't blame employees, but I also blame them for. I mean, I know that things are really hard. I know that things are really moving upward. I know somebody feeds a family of five. Sorry, feeds a family of five, and then the income they are getting is very scanty. So with this, I know that, I mean, it's very really hard. They are renting, they are paying bills. Imagine this person is always stressed out. This person is always thinking. Even if you employ them at a workplace, sometimes they'll be working, and then that's why sometimes a lot of people, when they are working, they go off track. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking to them, we tell them to do something, but they'll be doing different things.
They are
Sometimes you
very
need to you need to
forgotten.
psych them psychological, ask them, get them closer to you, ask them what is really wrong with you. You don't know what somebody is thinking. Obi 2005, addition of 4 5. They are working though, but nothing is really coming out. Nobody is helping them. They are really trying in this life. They are renting, they are paying bills. I mean,
Even
the dad is
sending
working,
monies to
the mother is working,
cousins,
and then
nephews.
the family know that, oh, this person is in a government agency, so boom, he or she is rich. Imagine this: your family is taken from you, your wife is taken from you, your children are taken from you. Send people to school and all that. That is really that is really bad. You see, guys, sorry for the inconvenience. You see, that is really bad. Sometimes you just need to really think about all these things, think ahead, and then see to it that every employee that we employ, we have to make sure, if not, maybe the person is working as a prodigy, like an apprentice. No, but that one is different. If the person is really a permanent worker, try to motivate them, try to give them incentives, even not for a week, months, so that the person will, sometimes when you are really poor, or sometimes when you are really struggling in life, I mean, you are really walking all around the earth. You are really going all nook and crannies in
Yeah.
this area just to find, I mean, greener pastures. You really go very wild.
Yeah.
So any when there is a chink in the armor, there's
Yeah.
a little space.
You seize advantage.
You take advantage over that. You understand? So sometimes, please, employers of, I mean, companies, and then, I mean, small scale, I mean, enterprises and all that, please, we try to beg you to let your customers or let your employees and everybody around you feel good. How can you know, one thing is that they know that this person has family of this. Sometimes you may not know. That's what I'm saying, that there should be a psychological, I mean, access to somebody's life. Because sometimes when you employ somebody, ask them about. I think they do, right? Some companies do.
In most companies, they have, there's a occupational psychologist or
Yeah,
something.
they do. They ask
But
you.
in Ghana, not all firms have these people.
They'll be asking you.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes somebody may come to work. All what you need is just give them money. We are in this country. Maybe you're educated. You are well and highly educated, right? You have your master's PhD and everything. I mean, you should be striving for the high opportunities, but because of life, life really beats hard. Life is really hard. Life is a war. Life is a struggle. You know, if nobody goes, nobody comes out. Life is like a maze. You are stuck in a maze. You need to find your way out. You need to let people see you. So you just need to raise your hand, about you said, hoist your legs for people to see that, oh, something is moving in the pit. But because you're not really getting all that, you could see a graduate, somebody with PhD and all that. The person is working for just 1,000 cities,
And that's so
and
sad.
you employ that person, thinking that this person needs that. No, the person doesn't need that.
Yeah.
It is because of something that is bothering the person.
He has no other choice than
He has no
to
other choice.
accept.
You know, when you have no choice, you try to do all sort of things. You try to do all the meager, the scanty jobs. You try to cut train. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you just need to speak to people, go into their lives, and then you ask them questions. What do you really want? I mean, what is really wrong? What's really wrong with you? Make any punishment or you know, I don't open or rented that. He or she is getting tired.
Yeah.
This
Then
it's really sad, you know.
I will always say
It's really
that
sad, but this really saddens my heart. You see, it really saddens my heart.
you're crying.
Yeah, because it's really sad, guys. It's really sad.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't
It's
cry.
really sad. I mean,
Yeah.
people need to consider people. I mean, I know that, I mean, the economy is really hard, but please consider people. When you are working with people, consider them.
Yeah. Then I will always say that to employees also. I think we should do away with the idea of relying on only one stream of income. We should learn other skills. Okay, we shouldn't, aside the mainstream, we should have other sources of income coming in. Not everything demands that you get money as capital. You can learn a skill that demands nothing. Even now, you can learn how to make wigs on YouTube. You can learn to grade. You can learn to sew clothing, and those things can be done. So, guys, we really thank you and appreciate you for staying with us this far. In case this is your first time watching any of our videos, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification button so that anytime we post, you'll be notified. See you again in our next video. Bye.